Atlanta's had 7 black mayors. Every single one has been D9.
Mm.
Maynard Jackson was an alpha. Andrew Young was an alpha. Bill Campbell was a Q. Shirley Franklin was an AKA. Kasim Reed was a Kappa. Keisha Lance Bottoms was a Delta, and Andre is a Nuke. So one, it begs the question: do you have to be D9 to be the mayor of Atlanta, which is of course a huge, like, position of power?
Or not even just that. Do you have to be in any of these elite black organizations to achieve certain levels of leadership? Because when I think about it, literally everybody who has, except for Obama, he's the only one. He's not, before his election, he was not attached to anything historically, like
not mainstream, but there is certain things.
Boule?
Not even that, but Boule is kind of like the precursor to the D9. But yeah, I think his stepfather was somebody. I think he had some correlation to the Bushes.
white dude. Yeah.
One I'm talking about as far as black.
Yeah, but that's even more direct tie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a certain as what we say in sort of socialist political theory, what's called the petite bourgeoisie. It's kind of like that class right below capitalists, which is like, you have enough wealth to sort of be above, the middle class, but you're still not, like top 1%, right? You know what I'm saying? And so
the 1% still looks at you like you
are
poor.
You know what I mean? And so I think, a lot of D9 kind of falls into that category because one, it's sort of like, as we know, there's a lot of networking opportunities in there, right? And so it's like once you belong, you kind of gain access to a lot of things that can elevate you into a certain class. But there's also a lot of respectability politics that has to come with it, right? I remember during, when the Black Lives Matter movement was really at its climax and people were really, taken to the streets. I remember certain D9 organizations telling their members they couldn't wear paraphernalia if they went out to protest, and to me that was kind of again something that I heavily criticized because when we look at our D9 organizations, we are possibly.
But they said don't wear your paraphernalia to go protest.
Right, and it's like when I look at D9 organizations, we are possibly the most organized entity of in terms of black people.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of resources and there's just a sheer number of people that belong to these organizations, and if we were to truly mobilize that for a truly revolutionary purpose, imagine what that could be.